Namaste children, welcome back to social science class. Children, in today's class, let us learn civics. Under civics, our constitution. See children, our constitution is Indian constitution. As you all know that India is our country, and let us learn about Indian constitution. This is the constitution book, children, Constitution of India. And as you all know that, what is this, children? You all know this is the national emblem of India, and it is our pride. Okay. So now what we will do is, let us learn about the meaning and importance of the constitution. What is the meaning of the constitution? First, let us learn about the meaning of the constitution. So, constitution means a set of basic rules followed by a country. Children, constitution means a set of basic rules followed by a country. It enumerates the organs of the government, its powers as well as functions. And in the constitution, there is a reference to the rights and duties of the citizens. You will be learning in the next lesson, children, about the fundamental rights and duties of the citizens. So there is reference for that in the constitution. The constitution is a reference guide to the government to follow the rules and regulation. The government needs a set of rules, isn't it? So, to follow that, the constitution has become a reference guide to the government. And no one should violate the constitution. Nobody has the right to violate the constitution. Let me tell you about the importance of the constitution. So, what is the importance of the constitution? Children, constitution is very, very important. The constitution is prominent as it is the fundamental law of the country. Everyone has to adhere to it. That means everybody has to follow it and stick on to it. All people, including the president, the prime minister, parliamentarians, judges, and officers, are bound by it. See, there is no one can violate or deny our constitution. Now, let us see about the importance of the constitution. Children, you can see here, the constitution protects the rights of the citizens as all are equal before the law. See, the constitution protects the rights of the citizens, because whoever it is, if they are the citizen of our India, then the constitution protects them. And it functions as a reference guide to the duties to be performed by the government. You all know, isn't it, children? Some of the duties has to be performed by the government. So, for that purpose, it is like a reference guide. And the constitution coordinates the functions of the democratic institutions such as legislature, executive, and judiciary. In the 6th standard, you have learnt about it. Legislature, executive, and judiciary. So, here the constitution, it coordinates the functions of the legislature, executive, and judiciary. And it also organizes better relations between the government and the individual. See, better relation between government and as well as the individual. So, how this constitution came into being, who made it, all that you may be thinking, isn't it? Isn't it, children? Yes. So, here, whom you can see here, who is he? You all know very well, isn't it, children? He is Dr. Rajendra Prasad. See, the Constituent Assembly prepared the Constitution. Who prepared the Constitution? The Constituent Assembly. And he is Dr. Rajendra Prasad. He was elected as the President of Constituent Assembly when the Assembly met for the first time. When the Assembly met for the first time, Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected as its President. There were 299 members in the Constituent Assembly, children. The first session was held on 9th December 1946. Before we got independence, the first session was held. Let me tell you about the drafting committee. Do you know who is he? Always we remember him, isn't it? We have to remember every time. But when is his birthday, children? I hope you all know as we celebrate. Okay, you must, if you know or if you don't know, find out about his birth date. Okay, children? So, in order to hasten the process of preparing the Constitution, because it has to be prepared quickly. So, the Assembly created various committees. As soon as we got the independence, there must be some, because you all know, children, before we got independence, the Britishers were ruling. Suddenly they gave us we got the freedom. Then later on we needed some of the guidelines or some of the rules to be followed. So they prepared, the Assembly created various committees. It also created a drafting committee. Drafting committee under the chairmanship of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the chairman of the drafting committee. And the members of the Constituent Assembly verified the draft constitution and proposed 2,473 amendments. The proposed amendments and the draft constitution were discussed in detail in the meeting of the Constituent Assembly. So, it took 3 years for the constitution to have a final shape. So, as they please, they cannot do it. Isn't it, children? So, it took, because the proposed amendments and the draft constitution, they discussed all these proposed amendments and in detail they discussed, and then later on it came into existence after 3 years. So the constitution was adopted on January 26, 1950. You all know, isn't it, children? On January 26th, what do we celebrate? We celebrate Republic Day, isn't it? Yes. The Constitution declared India as a republic. In order to mark the adoption of Constitution, every year January 26th is marked as the Republic Day, and it is a national festival. On November 26th every year, the Constitutional Day is celebrated as it was on November 26th, 1949, the Constitution was approved by the Constituent Assembly. So, children, you know, on November 26th every year, they celebrate Constitutional Day. Why? Because on November 26, 1949, the Constitution was approved by the Constituent Assembly. Later on, it came into existence on January 26, 1950. So, according to the directive of the Constitution, the first general elections of India were held between 1951 to 52. And we all know that the Parliament of India is bicameral legislature. Bicameral is two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, came into force in the year 1952. And in that, we all know that Jawaharlal Nehru became the first Prime Minister of Free India, and in that ministry, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the Law Minister of India from 15th August 1947 up to 26th January 1950. Okay, children, in the next class, let us learn about the preamble of the Constitution. Thank you.